we take AMD's processor and we put some IBM technology around it from our heritage. One of the things we do is around memory. Now, memory is really important these days. Customers are using more and more memory because as we go from dual core to quad core, we've doubled the core count, and you know what? We have to double the memory as well, because otherwise we're not going to get that performance benefit. So today, customers are installing an awful lot of memory, and our systems are very powerful these days, and you really will not get the benefit unless you have the appropriate amount of memory with it.
If people think about the power that a server draws, they often point to the CPU. But in fact, what most people don't know is that also the memory needs power. So today we still use DDR2, and we do that for a good purpose, because DDR2 is not consuming much power. We're talking about dynamic RAM. It has to be refreshed every few nanoseconds, and this consumes power at the end. The alternative would be to go to fully buffered DIMMs or DDR3, who both use more power. And we're really talking about up to 100 watts in case of 8 DIMMs, and that's as much as 2 low power CPUs of our competitor use. So it's a significant amount of power and cooling you need again for the memory alone.
Blade systems are being adopted more and more by customers, and in our example we can have up to 14 two-socket servers within one blade center. Now, some customers have the concern that maybe they're putting all their eggs in one basket, and you know, it's a valid concern. So what we do in IBM, again using our mid-range and mainframe heritage, we build a fully resilient blade system. In fact, we have our design from the ground up has no single point of failure. This is not something that our competitors could say. So there is actually, it's fully redundant, fully resilient. And the way to do that is to put 2 of everything in. So we have 2 mid planes, we have 2 lots of power supplies, 2 power domains, 2 switches, 2 of everything, so that if we have a problem in any one area, the customer can still keep his business up and running. So the sorts of applications that customers might use, particularly on, say, a 4-socket blade, the click and scale LS42 that I spoke about, 3 main applications really. Databases, in particular SQL, it could be Oracle or it could be DB2. ERP packages, SAP, could be Oracle. Virtualization is a key solution these days. VMware very large in this market, but we're seeing Microsoft come in with Hyper-V. We have ZenSource as well. So there's a whole number of applications, and those are the 3 main categories that I use. And these are very much applications that you want to be able to scale, or at least you want to have the option to be able to scale. So with our click and scale, you can actually run those applications on a 2-socket system very cost effectively, very efficiently. But if a customer's business grows, we give the option to click and scale and to be able to grow that application, to take use of all that processing power from AMD, the system from IBM, to grow, to deliver value to the customer's business.
For customers, this means high-performing, very efficient server systems.